Groats. Are you alright? So, not the most northern place, but recognised as the northern end of the Land's End to John O'Groats. Walk or cycle. Here we have the official John O'Groats trail. 147 miles, so it's not the Land's End to John O'Groats. Here we are at Dunnet Head, and this is actually the starting point of the mainland of Britain. There you go, we're going down a bit further north, down there. Come on, man! Come on! No. Come on, this way! Come on! Not sure what beach we're on, but there's zip lines. There's a couple of zip lines, and the Celtic one, who stood there, has just been swimming. Doesn't look very deep, but that pool there is well deep enough for her to swim in. Not that she meant to swim, she just ran for it, and then suddenly she was in deep water. And she's shivering. Come on then, good girl. Come on then, good girl. Come on. Come on, good girl. Come on. There we go. Hey, waggy tail and everything. Right, nice view of the bay. Here we are, going down to have a look at Schnuz Cave. It's a free car park, and down to quite a few steps. Spinning around, going down, all the way down there. It does say on the signpost up top, depending on tide and prevailing winds, the cave can be flooded and there's no access, but there's no danger of that today. So to cross this bridge, we're going to just crossing the bridge, the entrance to Schnuz Cave. It does sway. I was just saying that the bridge actually sways sideways, which is right. We'll see how far we can go in. We're not booked on a tour. We don't have to, I don't think. We've got head touches, so we don't need to. Here we are, Schnuz Cave. That's the entrance. This is Schnuz Cave, as far as we can go, because the rest of it is a boat tour and no dogs allowed. There's the boat. Here we are, parked up on the North Coast 500. We're a little stone car park next to a stream, and we're going down. Going across the road, going down there, there's an old mill and a secluded beach. He said the pathway starts off a little bit rough, but does improve, and it looks like one of the trails that there is going up Black Gorge at White Coppice. Similar sort of thing, rough along the rocks. Damselfly. See how close I can get to the damselfly. Pretty close. There we go. There's a little bridge being built across the river. Well, not a river, it's a stream. That looks like it may be the ruins of the mill. We'll have a look when we get there, because it's still quite rough. There's another bridge of rock, dam of rock, been built across, so you can get across to the old mill. That looks like an old millstone. And an information board. Another old millstone here. Historical Society. Not much inside, a couple of millstones. That's probably where, if it was water driven, that looks like where the wheel would be. A feed in and a feed out. That's the mill there, and we've still got quite a bit to go to get to the sea. Nice little walk though. It is a very secluded beach, which is a good job, because that's about the size of it. Quite small. But it's nice to have the dogs. Give the dogs a bit of a run. El Spaniard can catch a bit of surf. Small can just wander about because she can't go anywhere. And oh yeah, the Celtic one can just stand like a statue as usual. Come on, you come in. Come on. Good girl. Hey, at least the tail's up and it's wagging. There we go. You see then? Right. Gave you some deals. Come on. I mean, to the water, just past my ankles, pretending to enjoy myself. Come on. Let's see if we can get it to come.
Wang wang oops.
Come on, good girl. Come on. You coming in? Who's coming in? Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Come on. What a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah, good girl. No, she says that's it. Here we are. It's Thursday the 1st. And we've stopped overnight at a campsite a bit further along the loch, and we've come for a walk along this path. The road past the campsite is a single path track road, and it ends up in this path that goes to somewhere that I'm not sure, I can't remember. And we've been for a walk today, staying in the same campsite tonight, and then we're moving on tomorrow. Right, unfortunately, that's the end of the footage, because on the penultimate day, Ulrika decided to split a radiator hose. And it was before we got to the first stop that we were going to do. We had some scheduled stops. And fortunately, we'd just crested over a hill. We were going down towards a little village, a very little village. There was a shop and a few houses, and that was about it. And there was an almighty as the hose suddenly split, and the pressure was released, and the temperature just suddenly shot up, because as you lose water pressure, the rest of the water inside raises in temperature because you've got less pressure. Science stuff. Anyway, so we managed to drift down into the village, turn off from the main road and find a parking space, and then it was a case of let's see if we can fill her up. No, she was just weeing water out, shall we say. I found the problem, because by then, after letting her cool down a bit and then trying to top her up with water, you could see where the water was gushing from, and I could put my finger into the hose. It was that big, the hole. So it was not happening. We phoned the breakdown, and they said, can you jerry rig a repair and get to the garage, because the breakdown that we've got uses local garages, and they were 6 miles away, because otherwise they'd have to send out a breakdown truck, and it would have been probably 2 or 3 hours before the breakdown truck arrived, because they couldn't just send one straight away. So fortunately, a nearby shop sold some gaffer tape. We had a bit of insulation tape in the van. I started trying to use that, and it did about half a wrap. It weren't going to happen. But then wife came back with gaffer tape, and after about 10-15 minutes I'd managed to gaffer the tape, the pipe up enough that we could set off again. So we filled her up with water, set off, drove gently. We got all the way there without having to stop or redo the taping at all, which was good. Nerve-wracking, but good. So we got there, and then we had to wait for it to cool down. He was busy doing something else. So it was a good 3 hours out of the day, and it was supposed to be a long drive anyway. So unfortunately, we didn't have time to stop and look at anything. We had local tour guide on the phone, local tour guide of Scotland, North Coast 500, and very good app, but she kept saying, pull over here and take a photograph. No, we haven't got time. Stop here, take some photographs, have a look at the view. No, we'll just look as we're going past, because we ain't got time. We were supposed to be booked in, well, we were booked in at the campsite, and the last booking in was supposed to be 8 o'clock. The sat-nav was saying that we were going to get there at 7:40. So we were strapped for time, unfortunately. But after we set off, we were going to do the shortest route. And I just, after about 5 minutes driving, I just said, no, let's just turn round. Let's do it. Yes, it's going to be, we're not going to be able to stop and see stuff properly, but at least we'll have done it. We'll have finished the North Coast 500. So we did. We turned round, and I'm so glad we did. We ended up going over BlackMamba, which is the creme de la creme of hill climbs in the UK. It's very similar to one of the alpine passes in Europe. Possibly not as long, but oh my giddy gaunt, it was scary. There was proper 180-degree hairpin bends. Never driven one round anything like that before at all. It was scary, but it was fun. Glad we did it, but unfortunately no video footage. I'll try and find some photos to put in, but if not, you'll just have to take my word for it. Go and Google it, BlackMamba. Fantastic. Whew. Right, anyway, like and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers. Bye. Don't listen to them, 'cause you will forget it, lead you alive. Don't follow the trends, 'cause you